Okay, so go ahead and take a moment and put your name on your test. Go ahead and put it in the front cover of the CDB as well. I'm sorry, of your common assessment. Number 1, in this country, the government plays a small role. They set some prices and own some of the major businesses. However, they encourage the people to own their own business. What type of economic system does this sound like? A, communism. B, free enterprise. C, socialism. Or D, dictatorship. Press pause if you need to. Number 2, an essential characteristic of a communist economy is the A, interaction of supply and demand. B, organization of worker unions. C, privatization of business. Or D, government ownership of property. Number 3, which is the main characteristic of a free market economy? A, businesses are driven by supply and demand and the desire for profits. B, all wage earners are paid the same amount. C, labor unions are prohibited. D, the government owns the means of production. Number 4, in a socialist economic system, the government A, has little say in what goods are made. B, does not influence the distribution of goods and services. C, guarantees all consumers a high income. D, often owns major businesses. Number 5, over several decades, South Korea followed the path of free enterprise, and the country's economy began to grow rapidly. In contrast, North Korea's economy, which is strictly controlled by its communist government, has struggled. North Korea faces many hardships because most resources go to the military, from world cultures and geography. So here's a question. Based on the excerpt, compare and contrast the economies of North and South Korea. Which of the following describes North Korea's economy? North Korea's economy. A, it's a free enterprise economy in which government makes business plans. B, it's a communist economy in which the military receives most resources. C, it's a socialist economy in which the government limits regulations. Or D, it is a command economy in which individuals make decisions. Press pause if you need to before number 6. Number 6, which of the following is a characteristic of the communist economy of Cuba? Which of the following is a characteristic of the communist economy of Cuba? A, interaction of supply and demand. B, organization of worker unions. C, government ownership of property. Or D, privatization of business. Number 7, in Indonesia, the government owns large industries and sets some prices. However, private businesses are also encouraged. This country's economic system can be best classified as A, socialist. B, traditional. C, free enterprise. Or D, communist. Number 8, which heading best completes the partial outline below? So you have the blank for the heading. Underneath you have A, interaction of supply and demand. B, profit incentive. C, entrepreneurs. Which one fits that line right there? Would it be A, types of economic systems? B, characteristics of a free enterprise economy? C, structure of a socialist economic system? Or D, cottage industries? Press pause if you need to. Number 9, in supply and demand, what happens when there is too much product and not enough demand? What happens when there is too much product and not enough demand? A, the product is sold at a higher price. B, the product is given back to the producers. C, the product is sold at a lower price. Or D, nothing changes. Number 10, Kim Jong-un became the leader of North Korea in 2011. Having inherited his position from his father, Kim Jong-il, it is known that he is the youngest son of Korean military leaders. Kim Jong-il, who under the Communist Workers' Party had ruled North Korea since 1994, and the grandson of Kim Il-sung, his father's predecessor. Kim Jong-il began to prepare Kim Jong-un for succession in leadership in 2010. Upon his father's death in 2011, Kim Jong-un assumed power. It is believed that he was in his late 20s at the time. Which type of government is described in the excerpt above? A, democracy. B, constitutional monarchy. C, dictatorship. Or D, representative democracy. Number 11, give Venezuela an executive power in the person of a president chosen by the people, and you will have taken a great step toward national happiness. No matter what citizen occupies this office, he will be aided by the Constitution and being authorized to do good. He can do no harm, because his ministers will cooperate with them only insofar as he abides by the law. If he attempts to infringe upon the law, his ministers will desert him, isolating him from the republic, and they will bring charges against him in the Senate. In this passage, which type of government does Simon Bolivar propose for Venezuela? A, theocracy. B, democracy. C, monarchy. Or D, dictatorship. Number 12, take a look at the chart, the table. You have the country, China, Sweden, United States. You have the government as communist, constitutional monarchy, and representative democracy. So you have the country with the type of government right next to it. Based on the chart, which of these countries has a form of unlimited government? Is it China, Germany, Sweden, or United States? Number 13, use a table in your knowledge of social studies to answer the following questions. General characteristics of two government systems. So if you'll notice on the left side of the table, it's democracy, multi-party system, blank, civilian control of police. On the right-hand side, you have dictatorship, single-party system, dictator tells newspaper what to write, police controlled by the dictator. Which of the following best completes the table above? Is it A, president tells newspapers what to write? B, people vote on what the newspapers write? C, the king tells the papers what to write, Or D, newspapers have freedom to write what they choose. Number 14, like the United States, Germany is a democratic federal republic. Which of the following is a responsibility of citizens in both countries? Which is a responsibility? A, visiting historical landmarks. B, electing representatives to legislatures. Attending jury duty. Or D, exercising their freedom of speech. Number 15, in a democracy, where does the government draw its power? A, the government. B, the people. C, the courts. Or D, the ruling political party. Number 16, which of the following best describes the role of leaders in limited government? A, rules and laws limit what the leaders can do. B, leaders are able to make laws that give or take away basic freedoms. C, leaders alone carry out government actions and establish policies. D, power passes from older to younger leaders within a ruling family. Press pause if you need to review that. Number 17, this type of government is built around the people. It allows them to vote for representatives to run the country with the best interests of the people. What type of government is this? A, communism, B, socialism, C, dictatorship, or D, democracy. Number 18, in Japan, the ruler is born in the power, but their power is limited by a set of rules. What type of government is this? In Japan, the ruler is born in the power, but their power is limited by a set of rules. A, constitutional monarchy, B, democracy, C, dictatorship, or D, absolute monarchy. Number 19, what is an unlimited government? What is an unlimited government? A, the people have unlimited power. B, the government has no power. C, the government does not have to follow the rules of the land. Or D, nothing at all. Okay, on these problems, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to answer the question by matching with the correct definition. So for number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you have limited government, unlimited government, democracy, communist, or absolute monarchy. The answer choices you have A, a type of government that people vote for their leaders. B, a type of government that has a king or queen that does not have any restrictions on them. C, a type of government in which the government controls all property and the people. D, a governing or controlling body whose power exists only within predefined limits and laws. E, the governing body does not have to follow the rules or laws it creates. You can press pause or rewind if you need to. Okay, same thing here. You're matching the word with the definition. You have capitalism, number 1. Number 2 is socialism. Number 3 is wholesale. Number 4 is scarcity. Number 5 is command economy. On the answer choices, you have A, the state of being scarce, or in short supply shortage. B, the selling of goods in large quantities to be retailed by others. C, an economic system that relies on supply and demand. D, the government controls all aspects of the economy. E, the government controls major businesses but allows to private ownership. Press pause and rewind if you need to.